Please stop for 5 minutes. No. No.
Fine. Well, unlike some people, I have a future to worry about. Do you know how much money I've made off these TikToks?
I have no idea.
$4
million?
$4. Maybe
sense.
the future isn't looking so bright.
Welcome back to Wildcat TV. How was your first week, Amaranta?
It was very good. It's crazy. This is my last year at Raven County High School. I love my schedule. What about you?
I actually really love my schedule this year. The guidance counselors worked super hard to make it happen, so make sure you give them a big thank you.
I agree. Thank you, Mrs. Addington and Mrs. Stockton.
Let's talk about the first day, that assembly. It was crazy, right?
Yeah, us seniors got a standing ovation. Class of 2020 on top.
I don't know about that. We had a pretty fire rapper.
Well, the seniors have some pretty amazing dancers. They really killed that.
Whatever you say. Anyways, we have a great show for you today. We have an interview with the new assistant principal, Mr. Franco, some advice from the seniors and the freshmen, sports with Riley, and some pranks on our teachers.
Now I can get back to what's really important.
Here's the interview with Mr. Franco.
I've worked in Muskogee County School Systems. Was a special ed teacher at Hardaway High School for 8 years, and then assistant principal of Columbus High School for the past 2 years. I like to play guitar, like to cook, just anything outdoors. Pretty high expectations. I had heard so many good things about the people here, and the culture of the school was something I always heard, that it was so good here, and it's met my expectations. It's actually exceeded my expectations since I've been here. The bar was set pretty high in the past, so I think it's up to myself and Mr. Spillers and Mr. Blair to continue raising that bar and not get complacent, and get your input on everything, and try and get you what you want and more. I don't know about bringing anything new, but I think continuing what you're doing, continuing to get better every day, to be great every day, strive towards excellence, all the goals that we have here for this school, just continue to bring that. I've been looking in this area for a while and just waited for something to open up. Really like the outdoor scene, location's real good, weather's better than where I was, just kind of all worked out. I once drove from South Georgia to Anchorage, Alaska and back. So that was about a 2-month-long trip, a lot of miles in the truck. So that was one summer, and then I was in a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band in college.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 more questions, just real quick. Are you ready for football season?
Heck yeah, I'm ready for football season.
And, are you ready for the final question?
Yeah.
All right, that was it. Thank you so much.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love.
How was your first 3 days of school?
Well, I'd say it's very different from middle school. Like, there's a lot more places I have to be at different times, and schedules are more difficult to comply to.
Very good. What do you want to do in the next few years?
I don't know. I'm going to try and do a whole bunch of different CTAE pathways and see what I like.
I mean, that's a good way to start. It's a good place to start, indeed. Okay, big one, Marvel or DC, and why?
Marvel all the way. Like, and really it's just popular opinion at this point. Like, look at the top 10 top grossing movies out there right now, and 90% of them are Marvel movies. And also I just like it better because of the heroes.
Yeah, I prefer Marvel. What did you do this summer?
Absolutely nothing, and it was amazing.
I worked most of mine, but... All right, Seth, how was your first 3 days of school?
It was pretty cool. Really good experience for a senior this year, you know.
Really?
Yes.
That's good. What do you want to do in the next few years?
definitely go to college so I can learn it further into audio, video, and tech.
That's awesome. That's such a good idea. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to college after school? Okay, big question. Marvel or DC? And why?
I'm a fan of both because DC got good comics, but Marvel got good movies. So I'm a fan of both.
What did you do this summer?
Basically work really, but last week I went to Colorado and it was actually pretty fun.
Awesome. How was the view there?
It's pretty good. It's a higher elevation, so you're gonna see a lot more.
Good. Any advice for the freshmen?
Do your work. That's about it. Just do your work.
How was your first 3 days of school?
It was good.
All right. What do you want to do in the next few years?
Probably find a good job or something like that.
Marvel or DC, and why?
Marvel. They're more powerful.
Good opinion. What did you do this summer?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, so how was your first 3 days of school?
Slower than I want them to be.
I feel that. What do you want to do in the next few years?
Hopefully go to college.
What college?
A good one.
Good answer. Marvel or DC, and why?
DC. Batman.
Batman. I'm more of a Marvels fan. What did you do this summer?
Just traveling around. That's about it.
Where did you travel?
Exotic places.
Any advice for the freshmen?
Keep your head down.
You heard the man.
All right, how were your first 3 days of school?
They were great. I'm not gonna lie, high school is awesome so far.
What do you plan to do in the next few years?
Years of high school? Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna get all A's. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
All right, now we got a big question here. Marvel or DC?
Well, you know, I think Batman, he brings the DC universe, but Marvel, they got my boy Iron Man. He's like Playboy magazine, Newton Tesla all rolled into one. It's great.
I agree with that. I really do. You know, Marvel's pretty good, but how was your summer?
Well, you know, it was great. I got to hang out with my best friend right here. This is Cash. And then I stayed with my mom in Chicago. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was fun.
All right, so how were your first 3 days of school?
My first 3 days of school were good.
What do you plan to do this year?
Graduate.
All right, Marvel or DC?
Oh, definitely Marvel. Definitely.
Why is that?
I like the characters in Marvel better.
All right, do you have any advice for the freshmen?
Don't rush high school. Take your time and enjoy it, because it's not going to be here forever.
And did you have a good summer?
Oh yeah, I had a great summer.
All right, thank you for being on Wildcat TV.
What's up, guys? I'm Riley Rollins, and I will be your host for this week's sports. While some of us were enjoying the beach or just laying around the house this summer, there were several Rabun County sports teams that were busy training. Cross country, softball, volleyball, marching band, color guard, cheerleading, and football seasons have all started. Congratulations to the varsity softball team for winning their home opener back on the 9th against Dawson County 8-1. Senior Alyssa Fair pitched a 7-inning no-hitter with 13 strikeouts, and she was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Senior Kaylin Dickerson was 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Sophomores Birdie Jordan was 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Carissa Cannon was 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Izzy Green was 1 for 3 with an RBI run scored, and Courtney Stewart was 2 for 3 with a run scored. The Lady Cats play in Stevens today, so make sure you wish them luck. The varsity volleyball team had a pair of matches at home Tuesday night. They lost the first match against Lumpkin County, but rallied together a 2-1 victory against Stevens County. In the winning match, Destiny Dietz had 5 kills, 4 blocks, and an ace, and Gracie Dietz finished with 5 kills, 4 blocks, and an assist. Lexi Crump had 2 aces and 2 assists, and Allie Ramey had 4 assists with 2 kills. Here at Wildcat Sports Center, we want to showcase every sport in the Wildcat Nation. So coaches, please be sure to email Mr. Rollator and your results and stats. Well, that's all I have for you this week. I'm Riley Rollins, and stay secure, Wildcat Nation.
What's up, Wildcat Nation? Today we're going to be pranking the teachers and calling them by their first names. Let's see their reaction. What's up, Tim? How we doing? Yo, what's up, Justin? What's up, Ensley? Hey, man. What's up, Jack?
Mr. Warner.
I'm so pumped to go to all the sporting events this year. The first football game is this Friday night.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. This Friday at 6 p.m. in the upper parking lot, there will be a student cookout. The theme for this game is Red Out. Make sure you wear your red to support our cats.
Well, thank you all for tuning in to our first episode of Wildcat TV this year. I'm Will.
And I'm Amarantha.
Thanks for watching Wildcat TV.
Hi, how are ya?
I'm losing my mind!
I dropped the mic.
I'm not wearing this.
Okay, go like this.